In example 3, we're now comparing or just trying to determine whether a linear or exponential equation is the line of best fit. For example 3, the weight of oranges vary. Maria wants to come up with a way to estimate the number of oranges given a particular weight. She weighs the oranges and records the weight in the following table. On the left column, we see the number of oranges. The right column, we see the weight in pounds. This 2 columns of information has been transferred to the left graph. So we can see that it looks like it could be linear or exponential. So we're going to test the 2 equations given to see which one fits best. So we've already created the scatter plot, and we're trying to compare the linear graph y equals 0.6x minus 0.5 to the exponential graph of y equals 1.2 to the x minus 1. So when we're checking for this linear graph, the easiest thing to do in a linear is to just plug in 2 points. So easy values to use here would be plugging in something like 0 and 1. So if we were to plug in 0, of course we're going to we'll get out on this one, negative 0.5. If we plug in a 1 on this one, we're going to get 0.1. And just to get a couple more things on our graph here, we'll plug in a 10 just to help us out. And if we plug in 10, we're going to get 5.5. So if we put these couple on the graph, obviously the negative doesn't work. So 1.1 would be on there, and our 10 up to 5.5. So if we follow those 2, we create a nice straight line here. There's our equation of y equals 0.6x minus 5. Now if we plug in for exponential, we have to do a couple more points because exponential we know has that curve. So typically they say about 5 points. So if we go for 0, we get 0, 0. If we plug in 3, we're going to get 0.7. If we plug in 6, we're going to get 2.0. If we plug in 9, we're going to get 4.2. And if we plug in 12, we're going to get 7.9. Now there's no rhyme or reason to what numbers you pick. You can pick evens, odds, just make sure that you have some on the low end, some on the high end, so you get the best description or the best picture. So we're going to put those on there. So we have one at 0, 0. We have 3 and 0.7. We have 6 and 2.0. 9 and 4.2. And then 12 and 7.9. So again, remember, exponential is going to follow that curve. It's going to look like this. So looking at those, you have to decide, do you think the information given from our chart, our dots, best fit the green linear graph or the purple exponential graph? And hopefully you would pick the green linear graph that we're going to go with. It fits our dots the best. So given that, we're going to use that equation to answer the question. It says Maria has a bag of oranges that weighs 2 pounds. So 2 is going to go on this side, and we're looking to find how many oranges. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the equation that we decided was the best fit. We're going to plug in 2 for the value of y, and we're going to work our way backwards and solve for x. So if I add 0.5 to both sides and then divide both sides by 0.6, I'm going to get x equals 4.2, which in words would tell us that approximately a 2-pound bag of oranges, a 2-pound bag of oranges has 4 oranges inside.